Hey guys, Bipolar Barbie here, and God, I have a confession. I just want you to know that I'm not doing this for attention, and that's why I haven't posted this time, that I won't post this at the time. I post it at a later date. I'm just so scattered right now, so forgive me for that. Forgive me for what I've done. But I think people need to know. 2 nights ago, I tried to kill myself. I wasn't hospitalized. I just woke up like 24, 26 hours later. I just sort of drank myself and ended up in this alcohol and drug-induced coma, I guess you would call it. I was so out of it. I slept for I don't know how long. I wasn't planning on waking up, but at some point I started to kind of be re-aware of the world around me, and I sort of just couldn't get out of bed. My body was so heavy. I was paralyzed. My brain was starting to wake up, but I just poisoned myself. And, well, I've literally just started to come to a point where I can cognitively string some thoughts and some words together that is like somewhat comprehensible. And I wanted to talk about it because it's this concept that I call silent suicide attempts that people will never know about. And that's why I'm sharing it, because I don't know if I'm the only one, but I'm sure there's other people out there, because I can't be the only one. And people think suicide's all about these like massive hospital stints and these like dramatic ambulance rides, and it's not. I've tried to kill myself many times and they don't always end up in a hospital admission. But that doesn't mean that they're not serious. You know, my family will say that I haven't tried to kill myself because I don't know. They don't know the times that I have, and they don't believe me when I try and talk about it. And this isn't the first time that I've tried to kill myself. I mean, clearly I'm not very good at it. Although some people say it just proves that I'm here for a reason, and that there's an angel watching over me. That, I don't know. I don't know if I've done it 9 times. Do I only have 9 lives? I mean, it's an experiment, and I normally go with the pills. I'm too afraid of heights. And I don't know, don't have the strength to do it with a knife, even though I've tried. I think there's too much time to think about it. There's too much time to contemplate what you're doing, and by the time you get to a point where you even near your veins, maybe talking about this really is in vain, but I've refrained for so long. But there are those nights and days where you do try, and it just does become all too much, and you've decided that you want to give up, but no matter how much your mind wants to die, your body just doesn't comply. I'm talking in rhyme. I think, because with the rap career and stuff that you guys, I guess that'll give you a time frame. Sometimes I do really feel like it's just my time, like I've run out of willpower, like sand sifting through whatever they call that timer, hourglass. But I can't get my words together. I'm still so groggy, but I guess you try and kill yourself, you take pills, maybe it only happens with pills, who knows, but you just get to that point where oh fuck, I'm so scattered right now. I mean, sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night, hours later, however long it takes, and you've got these excruciating stomach pains, and your body's just sort of paralyzed, and you might wake up covered in your own vomit because you don't kind of remember what's happened. You're so out of it, you kind of you can't recall what happened in the meantime, and sometimes you manage to get out of bed or up off the floor, and you find yourself halfway to the toilet or curled up around the toilet bowl, lying in the bathtub. I've had housemates go to the toilet and find me just sleeping in my own vomit in the bath, and they're like, "Yeah, I have to get out because you're gonna drown." And they just think I'm just drunk. They don't know what I've done. No one will. Whether you live alone or you've just isolated yourself, people that you live with don't pay enough attention to you. I mean, my family doesn't know. They just come in and out of my room, and they just think I'm sleeping. They don't realize that I'm barely conscious, that my heart's barely beating. Sometimes you have like a massive heart attack. It's not big enough to kill you. It's like somehow you live in this dreamlike state, and then eventually the poison, the drugs just work their way out of your system. They dilute, and you sort of come to, and you just kind of go about your business like nothing happened. You just seek distractions, and you want someone to know, but at the same time you don't. You just my brain's thinking so slow. I don't know what I just want people to know that this shit is real. And you should always take someone seriously if you think that they're suicidal, or if they say that they're suicidal, or if they confide in you and telling you that they've just tried to kill themselves. Don't assume that they have to be hospitalized for that shit. Sometimes you accidentally and the brink of death. Sometimes you're mixing such a cocktail, and it's not that you sort of set out to die. Sometimes you just know that you might, and you just don't care. It's an outcome that just doesn't seem to worry you. guess you just get into such a state of despair. I'm not going to go into the reasons as to why someone tries to commit suicide, because I can't just comprehend that right now, but just know that suicide is glorified either when you want it or if you're on the other side of suicide. Whether you've jumped in front of a car and people think it was an accident, or I remember I told my boyfriend once, he was so angry because I wasn't answering my phone, and so angry that I'd gotten drunk, and just so angry about all this stuff, and in the end I just told him that I tried to kill myself. And he didn't believe me, he just said I was making excuses. I couldn't answer my phone, I couldn't even move my body. Sometimes you start cutting your wrists, and then a part of your brain is like, I don't want to do this anymore, so you stop the bleeding. You wear long sleeves, and people just don't know. You just want to lie on the floor. I'm still so out of it. Silent suicide is just a term, or silent suicide attempts. Silent suicide slip-ups. It's a slippery slope, slippery dip. Just know that they're real. And they're scary as hell. There's more people out there thinking about suicide than you will ever know, when there's more people that have tried to take their life than you could ever comprehend. The statistics are undeniable. And suicide's not about attention, because it's you don't know. Maybe it's because of the lack of attention that anyone shows you, the lack of empathy that anyone has towards your situation and state of mind. I'm just so tired, in every sense of the word, mind, body, and soul. I'm going back to bed, y'all.